Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? This is Chris, the Kingdom Marketing Superman. And let me ask you something right now as you're coming in. What's going on? Come on in, everybody. What's up? We're live right now on all the platforms. But I want to ask you a question. I want to have a conversation with you right now. This is a late night, Wednesday night, evening conversation with you right now. If you can hear me, you're loud and clear. Type in the chat. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I want to ask you a question. If you're a coach, a consultant, professional service provider, and you feel like right now that you are doing everything to grow your business. Maybe you're posting 3 to 5 times a day. Maybe you're jumping into cold DMs. We'll talk about that in a minute. Maybe you're spending hours upon hours doing one-on-one calls trying to get clients, but yet you still see your client roster empty or is inconsistent at best. If that's you, I want to have a conversation with you right now because I want to tell you right out the gate, my friend, there is a better way. Earlier today, I spoke to someone, and they told me, you know, the strategies they've been trying to use to grow their business that they learned from the quote unquote this guru online. It was this LinkedIn guru, and basically they got to send a minimum of 100 cold DMs a day. They got to post 3 to 5 times a day, right? And they got to hop on, and it goes of endless discovery calls, one-on-one calls, just to try to get clients. And they want them to push a one-on-one coaching business. My friend, that is like coaching purgatory. I can promise you one thing with that business model, with those methods and strategies, you will burn out ASAP. Ask me how? No. Listen, it's exhausting chasing people who are not ready to buy. You having to think about this. You're doing this if you're doing one-on-one calls to try to grow your business. You're having the same conversation with people over and over and over and over and over and over. If you're trying to rely strictly on posting, you know, alone, now you're a slave to the algorithm, which can change just like that. And you've probably been working your butt off. But also, you probably noticed that the amount of work you've been putting in is not matching your income. Listen, my friend, there is a better way. All right, there is a better way. You don't have to send 100 DMs today to complete strangers to get noticed. You ain't got to post. You don't have to post all day long like an influencer just to get clients, and you don't have to do long, drawn out one-on-one sales calls to get clients, my friend. See, I would beg to say, I would say those tactics is actually what's keeping you stuck. Mm. Those tactics, in my humble opinion, it was keeping you stuck in your business today. And guess what? None of those tactics are scalable. Mm, mm. There's a simpler, better way. There's a simpler, better way to grow your business, my friend. You don't have to chase, you can attract. Instead of relying on one-on-one calls, you can begin to sell what I say one-to-many in groups. Instead of doing a whole bunch of cold DMs and cold emails, to complete strangers, you can begin to create demand before the conversation even starts. It's all about switching the method. Let me ask you a question. I live in Dallas. Say you live in New York, okay? Dallas, New York. Well, there are many modes of transportation to get us from Dallas to New York. We could walk, right? I could walk. Now, if I walk from Dallas to New York, it might take me what? If I make it there, let's just say I can make it there. It may take me 6 weeks to get there. I could ride my bike. I got a nice bike, a nice swing bike out here, right? I could ride my bike. And riding my bike, I might get from Dallas to New York in what? Maybe 14, 15 days. I could drive my car, right? I could drive my car. It goes pretty fast, right? I can drive my car, and I may get there in about 2 days tops. I could hop on a train, right? And the train may get me there in what? 12 to 14 hours. Guess what? I could go to DFW International Airport, hop on a plane, and get there in about 3 hours. Or if I had a private jet, I can get there in about an hour. Or if I had a rocket ship, down in Houston, I could get there in about 30 minutes. Now, all those methods and vehicles can get me from Dallas to New York. But what is the difference? The speed at which I get there. Let me ask you, is it against the law to get clients fast? I mean, you would, and that might sound like a duh question, but it's not. Because if it's not against the law to get clients fast, why do 98% of coaches and consultants out there choose methods that are the slowest way to get clients? Relying on organic only, sending cold DMs and cold emails only, relying on one-on-one calls only, right? Posting like a mad woman and a madman. Those are the slowest ways to get clients, yet that's what 98% of people do. And isn't it interesting that little more than 2% of all coaches and consultants online today generate 6 figures or more in their business? I wonder why. It's probably the method or the mode or the vehicle that the 2% are using that the 98% don't use. Here's the deal, my friend. I want to help you do a better way. I switch all these things. I did all those things. But I had to change vehicles. I had to change my method because once I realized it's not a law for me to get clients fast, then I had to use my intelligent kingdom entrepreneurship mind and say, you know what? If there's a faster way, let me discover that faster way. Let me begin to get highly skillful in that faster way. Let me master that faster. So then I had new clients come on board, new coaches and consultant clients come on board. And I said, hey, this is my system. This is the model. And then I saw brand new coaches and consultants do this who did not have any following, who did not have a huge audience, who were not already gurus or popular in some space. And they begin to generate 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K in single months. I'm like, huh. And they did all this without being glued to their phone or without being glued to a calendar, doing discovery calls or strategy sessions all day and night, without sending 100 cold DMs to strangers all day and night, without posting relentlessly online trying to hack the algorithm. What am I saying? Here's the deal. If you're a faith-driven coach or consultant, and you know God has called you to create impact in the marketplace, but yet you're stuck with your current method and you find yourself with inconsistent results in your business, I want to give you a very special invite. I want to invite you right now to a masterclass I'm going to hold and host at no charge. In this masterclass, I'm going to show you how to get premium clients using a simple, repeatable system with no begging and no burnout and no cold outreach necessary. At least you kind of love that kind of stuff. But you don't have to do this. So if you want to attend this masterclass, it's going down on Thursday. And all you need to do is drop the word clients right now in the comments. And my team will inbox you the registration link. And again, you can attend this masterclass that I could easily charge for at no charge. I don't want to say the word free because free attracts freebie seekers, right? Not serious entrepreneurs, but it's at no charge. All right. So if you this could be your shot to finally make a pivot to what you're doing and finally make marketing feel simple. Here's the deal, guys. Marketing should be simple. And if it's simple, it can become profitable. But 98% of coaches and consultants today don't have a simple and profitable system, a simple, profitable process. And it's not, here's the deal, it's not your fault. The young lady I talked to today, it's not her fault. She's only following what the gurus told her to do. Yet she's like, Chris, this is horrible. I don't have time to work. I don't have time to send 100 cold DMs a day. I don't have time to do a bunch of one-on-one discovery calls and strategy sessions a day. Right? It's a slave business model. It's a slave method. Yet that's what all the gurus are telling you to do, especially the ones on LinkedIn. And I mean, it's crazy what you see out there. So all I'm telling you, my friend, there's a better way. And just like if I walk long enough, I can eventually get from Dallas to New York. But if you had a choice to walk or ride a bike from Dallas to New York, and you could choose between walking, riding a bike, or hopping on a plane, which would you choose? The plane. Why? It can get you to the same intended destination faster. So what does it do? It saves you time. And what is time? To a savvy, successful, smart, kingdom-minded entrepreneur, you realize that time is the most precious asset that God has given you on this planet. And all successful people use money to buy time, or they look for ways to compress time frames. That's what successful people do. They look for leverage. So if your time is more important to you than money, than hustling, than grinding, than doing a bunch of cold DMs with strangers, than doing a bunch of one-on-one discovery calls and strategy sessions and all that slave type of coaching or consulting business model, I have something better to reveal to you. So if you want to attend this masterclass at no charge, I don't want to say the word free, okay, but it is free. Oh, I said it. I didn't want to say it. Because I want to attract freebie seekers. I want to attract serious coaches and consultants who are stuck right now. You're like, Chris, I need something better. I'm looking for something better, Chris. I'm going to share with you something way better. I promise you. So if you want to attend this masterclass at no charge, I don't want to say the word free, just come the link to attend this masterclass. I can tell you this, you do not want to miss this. This is the same framework that I've used for faith-driven entrepreneurs, introverted coaches, and burnt out service providers. And if you fit in one of those, this can work for you as well. Why? Why? Because it's built on principles, not pressure. Once you have a business model that's built on principles, they always work. See, is this making sense? Type in clients right now. Type in clients. See, but let's have a conversation. 98% of coaches and consultants today are building their business on strategies and tactics. But strategies and tactics only get you so far. When you have a business that's built on principles, what's the difference between principles and strategies and tactics? Thank you for asking. Principles work no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter your skin color, no matter your gender. Why? Because principles are laws that God himself has created that are no respect of person. See, let me prove my point. The law of gravity is the same in Australia as it is in Dallas, Texas. What? Chris, get out of here. You serious, bro? Yes, I'm serious. The law of gravity is the same in Israel, in Kenya, in Morocco, as it is in Mexico. Why? Because laws work everywhere, no matter your race, culture, gender, locale. See, principles and laws are something that guarantees success. See, I teach a blueprint that God gave me in April of 2020 called the Prosperity Pyramid. And I teach this inside of my Get More Visible challenge. That's a challenge you want to attend. If I had time, I might even share a little bit of the nuggets during the masterclass if I have time on Thursday. But the point is this. Once you build a business on principles, you put yourself in a position to guarantee success. And I don't say that word loosely because, online today, you got to be very careful about guaranteeing people results and success. But I'm telling you principles. See, principles sit higher than methods and strategies. Why? Because methods and strategies, once they start working, then what? See, what most people do today, they look for the latest and greatest tactic and strategy, the latest and greatest hack, right? And they try to hack the algorithm, and then it works for about 6 months, and guess what? It stops working. Now they on to the next one, right? Then they on to the next one. Non-stop hustling, non-stop grinding. That is not how kingdom entrepreneurs create successful businesses. That's how people who are not kingdom people might try to create success, but kingdom-minded people don't build a business off of burnout, off of hustle, off of grind, off of chasing the wind, chasing trends, trying to hack the system. Once you understand the power of principles and begin to incorporate principles in your business, I promise you, you they'll be one of the very first things to get you unstuck. Whee! And ask me how I know. I had to move in my business for being stuck for years at 30K a year and begin to incorporate principles. And guess what? I hit six figures in only 59 days. Yes, six figures in only 59 days. Do you realize that less than 3% of all businesses in America generate six figures or more per year? I'm going to say that one more time. Less than 3% of all online businesses in America generate six figures or more in revenue. I was there when I made my shift from the hustle and grind mode, doing the one-on-one calls, doing all the cold DMs, posted 8-9 times a day. When I made that shift and found a better model, a better vehicle to get me to my end goal, all of a sudden I had six figures in 59 days. After never doing it with all of that other stuff before. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, he said, success leaves clues. Is this making sense? If you want to attend this masterclass, I'm about to cut this off because I'm hungry, I'm about to go eat. But if you want to attend this masterclass, type the word clients, because this live stream right now, this video right now, and we're broadcasting on all the platforms, could be the very thing that you've been praying for, that you've been seeking, and could be the very breakthrough that you've been asking God for. So what are you going to do? Continue doing the same thing over and 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 over, expecting a different result? Where I'm from, they call that crazy. You know you crazy. That's insane. So I don't believe you're insane. I believe you're very intelligent. I just believe that you've listened to some people. And here's the deal. I'm going to put this out there now. Everything can work. Eventually, if I ride my bike and if I walk, I can get from Dallas to New York. But guess what? It's going to take me a whole lot longer to get there. So if you want to stick to the hustle and grind mode and post 7, 8, 9 times a day and do 100, 200, 300 cold DMs a day and do a bunch of one-on-one strategy calls and hope you finally land clients and do a bunch of, if that's your model, you want to stick to it, so be it. Hopefully you get to your goal in the next 3 or 4, 5, 10 years. But if you're looking for a rapid success type of plan, a rapid success system, a faster way to get you to your end goal, you want to get on the airplane, you want to get on a rocket ship, you want to get on a jet to get to your destination faster, type the word clients. Attend my live masterclass. Also, when you attend it live, I'm going to give you a bonus. Yes. Only live attendees are going to get this crazy, amazing bonus that's going to blow your mind. So you attend my masterclass live, and I'm not going to say the word free, but at no charge, I'm going to give you a bonus for showing up live. But you got to show up live to get it. If you don't show up live, you won't get it. Period, point blank. So if you want to attend the masterclass on Thursday, because I'm really about to go, because my stomach's it's getting hungry now. Type the word clients, and we will email you, DM you, Morse code you, send a stork, send a pigeon. We will reach out to you and give you the information, and you show up for the masterclass. Ready to learn, ready to go all in. That's all I got to say. Type clients. That's it. Type clients, type clients, type clients. I'm about to go eat. Peace. I'm hungry for real. About to go eat.